welcome to another episode of Bendy Like Busting with your host, the elastic man himself, Mr. Leon J. Bustin. It's a big day. Today, I've got to retest my GoWOD, which is my mobility thing, and hopefully my score is going to be above 45%. I've also got a huge present arriving. Well, not arriving, I've got to go and pick it up. Something I've wanted for a good few years now, and I'm very proud to say that it's finally happening today, and I'm going to show you. And then I've also got a track session. I haven't done a running track session ever with my CrossFit trainer. I normally do things on the treadmill and stuff every now and again, but I'm going to meet Matt and we're going to do it. So I'm going to finish stretching and then we're going to crack on. Oh, also I've got a haircut today. Apparently it's very much needed. Stretching done. Let's play a game. So in order for said present today, I had to go and buy, oh, I nearly gave it away then, had to go and buy some reinforced boots. Why might I need to go and buy some reinforced boots? Is YouTube over? Am I going back to the building site and I need my steel toe caps again? Who knows? Who knows? Right, we're off. First things first, going to get a haircut from Guy, the main man, Courage Noble. Anyone in Norwich, if you need your haircut, go to Courage Noble, see Guy, but don't take my space because he's very busy as it is. Then, probably going to keep smiling for the rest of the day. Then we've got to go over to Watton to pick something up. Haircut, check. Now, let's go and pick my baby up. Oh, we're nearly here.
Ooh, I've got to find somewhere to park.
Oh my god. Oh no, we're going in triumph. What are we getting? There she is. Yeah. With a big fat sold sign on it. That's what I like to see. Ooh. Here it comes. Hiding in my garage doorway. That was amazing. I just got home. First ride. You know what I was thinking? I was like, I've wanted one of these for so long now. It was either going to be this or a Harley. And I was like, it's funny what you can achieve with a lot of hard work and a little bit of a sprinkling of fuck it attitude every now and again. You got to live, and that felt like living to me. So now I'm going to get ready, go and see Matt. But just one more little look. Now it's at the shop. It's just very attractive. Yes. Right, we are at the UEA track. I've been met. Matt's got his little cameo, as you always get in a random vlog. So what are we actually doing today? Because I've never done any track stuff with you.
There was a video on the lead up to the games where Matt Fraser had Chris Hinshaw, who's like the aerobic capacity
guru
kind of guy for the CrossFit guys, and they did intervals of 200 metres fast at pacing. Me and Leon don't have pacing, so we're not going to do that. And then jog back slowly for 100, and it was 16 intervals, so it's like 4 laps of the track.
Okay.
So I think it works out to like 5k once you've done warm-ups and stuff.
Nice. So look at this facility. The UEA facility in Norwich is just unbelievable. I came here to do adult gymnastics, and even back in the days of high school, I came here to do like my 3,000 metre runs, my javelin throw, all of it. And it's such a quality facility. Right, let's get warmed up. Let's go, mate, one more. Good stuff. So that, probably a bit windy, sorry. That was rank. Really didn't think that was going to be in my wheelhouse because I'm a bit more of a long distance runner. But it was 16 sets, 200 metre sprint, 100 metre slow jog. So the slow jog should almost take double the time it took you to do the sprint. Just keep going in, just over 5k I think in total. I'm really happy with that. Oh mate, sell out now. Last 100 metres. And done. How was that, Disco Della?
That was good.
Yeah.
7k done.
It was a nice little
2k
run.
more than we thought, but
Yeah, well we had to go for nice round numbers. We finished and we were coming up to the line and we were like, come on, tick over to 7k. And it got to 6.9 and wouldn't tick, so we just had to do the most ridiculous run to carry on. Now I need to head back, limber up, and I need to get this GoWOD retest done. And also, what else do I need to do today?
Clean your bike for the 6th time.
I'm not going to clean the bike today. I have come home and this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now, which isn't focusing amazingly well. it's essentially go WOD, which is my retest. And what you can't see, what it actually says, God, that was a weird up the nose angle, is my next test is in an hour, and it's not letting me do it until then, which is really annoying because it's now nearly like 7 o'clock and I need to go and cook some tea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a hashtag Batcave, and I'm just gonna chuck that on the end, just so it's there so you can see it. Whether you want to see it or not, I'm not sure. But anyway, give me 2 secs. Let's do this Batcave chat. Booyah. So, straight in with a Batcave. This one, I'm going to apologise to a lot of the people who are already massively self-motivated, very, very clear and understood and know exactly what they want, how they're doing it, and what they're going to do to get there. I'm sorry, we're not going to be talking anything majorly science-based or anything like that today. This, I feel, is super, super important, just as important as all that other stuff next level, talking about macros and calories and all that kind of stuff and the differences between different types of training, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I digress. But this Batcave is a little bit more what I would class as reassurance. Regardless of where you're at in your training, regardless where you're at in your, I'm going to say health as a whole, your health journey, which means mental health, physical health, nutritional health, all of that stuff, wherever you are in your journey right now, there is no two ways about it. Every now and again, when your motivation's down or your mood's off or something new comes out, you will always ask the question of, am I doing it right? Is there a better way of doing it? Is there an easier way of doing it? Does this thing work? Does this new pill work? Does this new shake work? Does whatever that crap out there do, does it work, right? And this is a little bit of a reassurance, especially for new people who are coming into training. You might be new to the channel. Welcome, I'm Leon, the other lean machine is John. We'll be catching up again in a vlog very soon because it's been away. God, I keep going off on all these little tangents. But anyway, and also if you've been doing it for a while, right? Especially if you've been, I'm gonna target from 2 different areas. If you've been training for a while, like me, obviously, massively, so massive, so much muscle mass on this physique right now, I don't even know how I can walk. Anyway, so I'm still training. Anyway, if you've been training for a while, you will feel every now and again like, why is that person getting bigger faster than me? Am I doing the right thing? I've been tracking my training, I've been tracking my calories, things are moving forward, but I'm putting on muscle or weight as a whole very slowly, or I'm losing fat very slowly. There's a real rough point with training where we don't call it a plateau because that's essentially stopping. If you've changed the stimulus and you've pushed through plateaus, it's up and across, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. There are times where it just feels slow and it feels like a grind. And if you're in the UK, this time of the year gets really rough for that reason, because you worked your bollocks off at the start of the year because you wanted to get rid of that Christmas belly, new year, new you, that jazz. Just as that motivation started to dip a little bit, you then start moving into the summer months where you want your budgie smugglers on or your bikinis and you want to feel and look freaking awesome for the beach. And it just goes into that wave and you've pushed it for a good 6 to 8 months now. This time of the year can be super brutal on you guys and girls out there because you're like, it's getting a little bit colder, the days are drawing in a little bit more, can't really be bothered when it comes to the aesthetics because no one's really going to see it and blah blah blah. You know, it can get hard, and then also you start to question, am I doing it right? Am I doing it the right way? And I'm just here to say, and I know it might not mean enough to a lot of people, I don't feel like a god of the fitness world and you have to listen to everything I say or what I say is going to empower everybody, but you're doing it right. Just keep doing as you are. If you are pushing hard and you can feel your performance improving, your sleep is better, your general well-being is better, you're going out and you're able to have a meal without guilt attached to it, you're able to go and have a beer or a glass of wine and you're not going, oh God, the calories. You're doing it right, right? You are on the right path. And especially if you're about to start, there's all these skinny teas, different shakes, Slimming World saying, what was it the Slimming World said? Something about Muller ice and all that kind of shite this week is bad for you and all this kind of stuff or something or other. I didn't even read it properly because I was like, Christ, it's just another scare tactic to get people onto their roster and all that kind of stuff. It's out there. If you've started and you're about to start or you've been going for a little while and you're still a little bit unsure because a million people have got a million different opinions of keto and intermittent fasting and this and that. If you know what your TDE is, right? You know how many calories you need for your given activity levels and lifestyle, and you have a rough idea of your protein, fat and carbohydrate intake within that, and you're tracking, or you've got a good idea of what you're eating, i.e. single ingredient foods. You're not eating a load of processed crap or 80-20 rule, and you're moving. You're training at least 2 to 3 times a week, burning calories, stimulating the body. You've got a basic strength protocol in place. I don't care what the goal is, fat loss, building muscle, or maintaining general health. You're doing it right. Right? Try as much as you possibly can for just a couple of months. Put the blinkers on, right? Get the basics in place. A simple format of training, a simple format of nutritional protocol that works for you personally, that isn't just being coined and sold by someone else, and trust yourself, all right? Because honestly, just in the last month, I'm like, if I wasn't an educated dude and I was a little bit insecure and a little bit unsure of myself, Christ, I could have spent thousands on crappy supplements and crappy this and crappy that. And yeah, that's all the back cave is about today. It seems like a little bit of one-dimensional and it's a little bit of a surface subject, but I think it's really important. Trust me, if you're doing the basics, you might not be losing 6 pounds a week. That's not normal. You might not be gaining a stone of muscle in a month. That's not normal without other enhancements. We know what's going on. All that kind of stuff nowadays, each to their own. You know what? I would love to look like a lot of the guys who take gear, but morally I just can't do it. It's one of those things. They're not cheating. They're only, in my opinion, if people are taking gear, the only way that I classify them as cheating is if they're an athlete and they've got a sport and governing body and they're just kind of trying to get away with it, or if they're telling people like yourselves out there that they're not taking gear when they are. That's what I classify as cheating when it comes to steroids. Otherwise, you crack on. You've still got to work your backside off. But yeah, just trust yourself a little bit more, guys. If you've got any questions relating to your protocol, how you're doing it, and you want mine or John's advice or input on it, let us know in the comment box below. The same as we always say, if there's another Batcave subject you want, hashtag Batcave at the start of your comment because it comes up a different color so I can read them specifically, and just write it out. And you know what, we're going into, in the Brit side of the world, a bit of a harder time for training, right? I'm about to become a father in 2 or 3 months, so I've got a whole new world of training that's going to be opened up and closed, and there's going to be sleep deprivation and all sorts of fun things, but you guys hopefully are going to be there to support me, all of the parents out there, and if you're not parents, you're probably going to be like, Leon, just get over yourself. But it's going to be fun, and we'll support each other through this journey. Anything else that we can do, just ask. Today's been a huge day for me personally. I'm literally looking at the rear end of my sexy bike right now and I'm like, you know what, that for me is something that I've achieved through working my bollocks off every single day and a little bit of a sprinkling of what I call, sorry to swear, a fuck it attitude. Every now and again in life, you're like, I'm 31 years old, by no means am I old. You've just sometimes got to make a decision to live. It's like, yes, it's money. Yes, it's another financial burden I have to look after, but you weigh it up sometimes. Sometimes you've just got to enjoy the moment while it's there. I could get one in 10, 15 years time. How do I know that I'm going to be physically able? How do I know that I'm going to be financially able? How do I even know that I'm going to be here in 15 years time? So sometimes, if you can afford it and you can justify it, get it. All I've done today is smiled. I've had a beautiful day, as I do every single day, but today, just a nice little icing on the cake was that little beaut. So anyway guys, thank you so much for your support. As always, it's nice to be back vlogging. Me and John have been a little bit sporadic with our vlogs over the last month because stag do's, personal holidays and little breaks, just because you need them every now and again. To get that creative juice flowing again, sometimes you need to step away and just chill, and I feel freaking awesome for it, and I'm sure that the content that you guys are going to start getting from us is going to be even better purely based on the fact that we've had a little bit of a break. If you want to know anything more about the way that me and John coach with our online clients, or you want to become an online client, send a letter of interest to the email address below. If you are all good and you just want to crack on and you don't want to kind of be coached full time, we've also got our Lean for Life Volume 1 plan that got released 3 weeks ago. It's flying. You can become part of our Facebook community on there where we work with you face to face, doing little videos and catch ups and comments, holding you accountable. If you want to grab a copy of that, I will put the link for that below. Let's just freaking keep smashing it, people. You're awesome. I'll see you soon.